This is a clan battle. So let's take a look at your build here. You are using, are these the 20s?
Yeah, we were we were messing around, so we were just sort of memeing.
Okay.
Because this was like the last match of the night, so we were just sort of screwing around.
So, all right.
So as a joke, I took the 20s.
The 20s actually are helpful if you don't like playing within radar range. If you do like playing within radar range, I mean, the 12s are okay, but they're to difficulty. Let's take a look at your build here. You've got main armaments modification 1, engine room, torpedoes, propulsion, concealment, and torpedo 2 mod 2. I mean, honestly, that's fine. Now, if you like the Shima enough, you can always consider going with the unique upgrade, which makes it an even bigger torpedo destroyer.
Highly recommend.
Huh?
I highly recommend that.
It's helpful.
If you like the Shima, there is no reason to not get it.
Right.
It's so good.
It helps because you could dump torpedoes out like crazy, especially if you're using 12s. Even 8 kilometers you could possibly get away with. The big thing to understand about the unique upgrade is you lose traverse speed of your torpedo tubes. So it's kind of like a battleship. We have to wait for the turrets to aim at the right point. So as long as you are aiming at the right point ahead of time, it's not a big deal. All right.
You usually pair this with radio location so you can pre-aim.
Is it a special captain or just a standard one, Rob?
It's just a standard.
So, as Grunty was saying, radio location comes in very handy, so you know which direction the enemies kind of approach you from, so you can pre-aim your turrets and your torpedoes. But in any case, you start with grease the gears, and then you take preventative maintenance, last stand, adrenaline rush, concealment, and swift fish.
Swift fish was actually a very recent addition, like just before the match.
Why do we not have survivability expert?
I would take that over Gunfeeder and Swift Fish personally. The extra hit point pool comes in very handy.
I think I have Gunfeeder.
You do. I'm saying is instead of Gunfeeder and instead of Swift Fish, I would recommend Preventative Maintenance, Last Stand, Adrenaline Rush, Concealment Expert, Survivability Expert, and then from there, move on.
Yeah, I don't have Gunfeeder. I have Grease the Gears.
Yay, that's what you drop. Grease the Gears and Swift Fish go on. Survivability Expert in.
Yep.
I'd also take SE over AR first on destroyers.
Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Good point, good point, good point.
I would honestly, because it's a Shime, I would take the torpedo reload over the AR first.
Oh, the tubes. Okay. Rob, as far as signals, you've got no signals, so you're not wearing protection. You could detonate. You're not super fast with the speed there, and you burn full duration. You flood full duration. That sort of thing, right? All right, let's get a look at your build here, or at the game. Apologize for that, guys. I hit the spacebar by accident. So you are up against FERNE. I'm not familiar with that team.
What the hell is that lineup?
Satsuma, Worcester, Hindenburg, Henri, Napoli, Holland. That one?
No. Rob team.
Rob's team. Only one cruiser, a Smolensk. Everything else destroyers. Shimakaze, Hayate, Sherman, Elbing, Ragnar, Trump. What the hell indeed?
We were messing around, so because this was the last match of the night before we were all hopping off. So we decided to screw around, and the night before this one, some of this actually worked out for us.
I'd report your Smolensk because he's not playing a destroyer.
Mm.
Unfortunately, you cannot port people in clan battles. I think that they did that for a reason.
In before his torpedo spec with torpedo reload mod in slot 6.
Is it Smolensk? Oof.
I mean, would it matter with that lineup?
Probably not.
No.
So, you guys are specifically set up to deal with whatever destroyer you guys run into. That Satsuma will eventually be made to suffer from the Smolensk, you would hope, with torpedoes as well. Okay. You still have 2 Hollands to kind of deal with, and if they play their cards right, they are not a threat. As you are heading to BC, you're completely giving up A, Rob?
No, I think I was gonna go around these islands here.
Okay.
Slip into A.
Jared, take care. Thank you so much for your help earlier. Really appreciate you.
If you take A, you should be going through the E4 channel.
If you're going to go into A, the other thing too is just turn southward or turn northward as soon as you enter the cap. All right, but you're going next to it, so okay. Spot the Henri. It's a Satsuma. Worcester's a threat. Most of the rest of your enemy team really is not.
Basically, you're doing all in on C.
Yep. You're also doing torpedo hell on the Satsuma. Poor Satsuma.
He deserves it.
There's torpedo hell. Now you switch to guns. Keep in mind, if the Satsuma is using priority target, you going from torpedoes to guns might have go from a 0 to a 1 targeting or whatever. So that might encourage the Satsuma to make the turn. Put that out there. Sats will probably take 1 or 2 torps, but he's moving faster, so took 3.
Satsuma should not have been that far forward. I think he's just used to the fighting a standard comp, so it's like, wait a minute, there's like 6 destroyers, why am I up this far?
Have you done something like this before, SAT?
Nope.
Would you do something like this?
Probably something like 6 Minotaurs.
Okay.
Oh.
With all with radar, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Torpedo memes are fine until everything misses and you just cry anyways. With 6 Minotaurs, at least you can have fun just pelting from poor guy. He dies with like 700 million potential damage.
Got it. Okay. So, Rob, what's the thinking behind your current positioning right now?
Well, the idea was we're gonna lay in wait for someone to poke around that island.
Which island?
The one I'm sort of looking towards.
Okay.
I think my main critique point here is like, if you're playing a composition like this, where you're basically playing on pushing the caps and then have them hold them and force the enemy to get them back by pushing in,
Right.
I would not be doing this with 20s. Like, it's ranked, it's small medals, they only have 1 battleship. Like, I don't see why you would want 20s there instead of 12s.
Okay. I mean, you bring up a good point, right? The 12s will get to the target quicker. They won't be detected as earlier. They'll do more damage as well. So there's a lot going for the 20s, right?
But
Or
for the 12s, I
12s.
mean, yeah, and especially if you're forcing the enemy team, like after you get the caps to get them back and come to you, like there is nothing gonna be that far away that you're accidentally hitting with the 20s.
Okay. Well, you did manage to kill the Satsuma, so LOL.
I mean, yeah, but it was within 12.
So the point Grunty is making is...
given up on that one.
The point that Grunty is making is you could have easily done that with the 12 kilometers too. Now, you smoked up in front of an Henri. You fired your guns while you were trying to smoke. Yeah. So, the Henri knows that you're there. At this point, it doesn't matter. You've got all your ships. They only have 4 of their 3.
There's, by the way, no point in shooting AP here.
No.
Yeah, but you're not getting citadels because you don't have the penetration, and the damage on your HE shells is almost the same as on the AP shells. You are basically risking fires, or you're not getting fires and you're risking shatters for no advantage, basically.
Rob, do you remember which tier this clan battle was at?
It's a Gale.
Gale, okay. And Gale is what? It goes Storm, Gale, Hurricane, or Typhoon, Hurricane, is that right?
We're in Beta Squadron, so... I don't know. This is the first clan battle in a while that I've been part of.
Yeah, I haven't done...
scheduling.
I haven't done clan battles in a while too, so Gale, Storm, Typhoon...
I think there's Typhoon, and then something else.
Hurricane. And you said this is in Gale League, huh? Interesting.
So, yes.
It's what I expect in Squall Gale. It's
a
pretty fun. It's a pretty fun
hit
thing to have.
that Tsushima with a total of 10 torpedoes.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's the advantage of taking the 20s. If those were actually 12s, it would have only taken 8.
Right. I mean, you can see how much of the map he covers, and meanwhile, your team is basically just cleaning up.
No, so at one point you're making a big line, but maintaining a line. Take a look at the line of destroyers.
What about it?
Down the map.
Also, what happened to your Smolensk?
He died.
Okay.
He was a sacrificial lamb.
Yep. And he's the only cruiser in the comp, so he deserves to die anyways.
What is concerning though is that it's the Holland that got the kill on him, which leads me to believe he got torped in smoke.
I don't remember if he got torped or not. This was very late last night.
He could also have gotten Napoli'd.
There goes the Hayate.
I don't like what your 2 destroyers up there are doing.
The Trump and the oven?
Yeah. There's no need to shoot and get themselves killed.
I mean, it allows you... Yeah, I don't... I agree. Back off and get the win, right?
Grunty, this is a team that took 6 destroyers, okay? I think they're allowed to have fun.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
It's fun until this dies and you start losing the game.
Yeah, but they're so far up, it doesn't matter. Even if Holland spawned on B right now, they still lose on points.
What if Rob detonates?
Good.
You know, the more a ship has, the less likely it is to detonate.
But yeah, it basically...
Actually, detonation is not RNG. At least not fully RNG.
Yeah, but if they give you full health, they made it so you couldn't detonate if you're full health.
Yeah, but
that
one
is
salvo can
technically
be
true, but that salvo that takes you below the 75 threshold already can cause the detonation. So you couldn't technically detonate from full health. Like, you just need to take a big chunk of damage that takes you under the threshold, and you could detonate if it hits the magazine.
I mean, either way, you got the win, and you know that's what matters most, right?
Yeah, but really, look, don't shoot AP in a Shimakaze. There is literally no point, like, basically ever. Unless you're facing a destroyer that has a plating that the HE will shatter on.
Yeah, also, take a look at how much damage that dealt to that Satsuma. 120,000 damage to that Satsuma.
Like, if you look in port, your HE shell damage is 2150. Your AP shell damage is 2200. It's like 50 damage more. And you're not getting fires with the AP, and you have the chance to shatter and ricochet, which you don't have, at least the ricochet part on the HE shells. Like, that 50 extra damage you potentially get is not worth giving up the fires.
Okay.
Hindenburg not using Hydro costs dearly.
The enemy Hindenburg?
Yep. I saw it on the minimap, but he never used his Hydro. And yeah.
I'm looking at the Smolensk now.
Engine boost activated. Engine boost deactivated.
Okay, well, I mean, not a bad game.
I was so right.
So right about what, Grunty?
He smoked up and got dropped by the Holland.
He did indeed. Actually, the Holland burned him out. Hey, Climate
Yeah, the Tops didn't kill him, but they chunked him down to almost dead.
Sure. Okay, well, Rob, did we go over your in battle screens? I think I forgot to do that, didn't I? 132k damage. You came in towards the bottom of your group, but it's a clan battle, so everybody gets 2500 base XP, right?
$120,000 to the Satsuma.
Why did you take a Shimakaze? Is that what the team told you to do, or you just felt like taking it?
I mean, we're sort of messing around, so that when I take a Shima with 20s.
Pat and I got plenty of replays, but it's all, I mean, you know, if you want me to force a replay, that's fine.
Plenty of replays, but not enough time.